I don't think that there's a certain specific recipe. I don't believe that there's a special sauce. But if you measure success by the creating of value with the outcome of having a commercially productive oil and gas project, then I would begin by looking at 5 ingredients that have served me well over my career. And that would be the identification of the source, the reservoir, the trap, the seal, and the timing on how all of those fit together. What we're trying to do is understand a petroleum system, and that is, what is the source rock? Where is it located? How did the oil or the gas come from the source rock and get to the conventional reservoir? How was it sealed? What types of seals? When did they form? Have they maintained their integrity through time, or do we have an intact reservoir and trap, or has the trap in fact been breached and the hydrocarbons have escaped? From my experience in the historical industry perspective of the 70s and 80s, there was a theme of integration, and it was really hammered into us that we needed to work in teams of disciplines of engineers, petrophysicists, geologists, and geophysicists to identify specific criteria related to the subsurface models that we had developed. Specifically, those criteria would focus on the storage. It would look at the composition of the fluids within the reservoir. We would look at the deliverability of how those fluids and gases could come out. We wanted to understand the thickness, and we also wanted to understand the areal extent. And what we found was that when we looked at these criteria through the eyes of those 4 different team members, or different lenses or glasses or prisms, that what we saw from data that came from different scales, and we were analyzing on a productive level, that we saw things from diverse vantage points that gave us insight. And it's been my experience that when everyone looks and they all agree that the hydrocarbons are there, you probably have a successful project, as opposed to one where everyone's disagreeing and that there's inherently more risk to the project because we don't really understand everything that we're looking at in terms of the data. Sort of like if it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, it acts like a duck, you feel pretty confident it might be a duck. That's how we built our subsurface models, or how we built, I call, the treasure maps.